Sabrina, is it nice to be 4-0 given that Kelly said you guys really haven't been playing your best ball?
Yeah, it's definitely a relief being 4-0, especially, we've been playing really well, and I think we've been playing well, compared to last year, how we started the Pac-12. And I mean, we had some tough games starting Pac-12. They definitely weren't easy. We didn't get any easy games starting off, so I think we're starting to prove ourselves.
Everyone obviously remembers the Washington game in the Pac-12 tournament. It kind of got you guys going, but it kind of started with Arizona. How's this year's Arizona team compared to last year?
I honestly don't really know. They always play hard, and they always junk up their defenses and throw everything they have at you. So it's going to be a tough matchup. And then we have Arizona State right after that. So I mean, it's so hard night in and night out in the Pac-12. We just have to take it one game at a time and focus on ourselves more than our opponents, and I think we'll be fine.
Did that UCLA game feel like maybe more a March atmosphere than January?
It did feel like a March atmosphere. If that game was at home, I think it would have been even crazier because we didn't have too many fans, but we had a decent amount of Oregon fans up there in LA. But just that whole roller coaster ride, we went up, we went down, we went up, and then we made a run late when Lexi hit that 3 at the end to go up 5. But it definitely felt like one of those games we were battling either in the Pac-12 tournament or late in March.
Was there a discussion in the locker room going into it, knowing what your guys' goals are this season to win the Pac-12 Championship, that would be an important one to do?
Coach had said something. I think that we know that they're going to be the team to beat. They have the veterans and they have stars on their team. So we knew that was going to be a tough game, and if we were going to be able to beat them, I think it'd give us a good lead, going 4-0, and then they had lost 2. But we don't try and focus on that too much. I think we're focusing on ourselves and taking every game, one at a time.
Did you find out that was the first time Oregon ever swept in LA?
Yeah, I had no idea. I didn't know any of the stats they were telling us after the game. They were so excited. We were like, oh, okay, we're ready to get back to Eugene now. But it was cool. I mean, it was the first time, and then I think it's the first time we started 4-0 since like 2001 as well in the Pac-12, which is cool as well.
Coach said he sent out a text to the team. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something about continuing to get better each day. Do you remember that text message?
He gets on these little rolls where he likes to send us like inspirational quotes, and like he'll sometimes just say like, "I love you guys mean a lot to me," just randomly. So he does that often. But yeah, he sent a little quote. I forget who it was, but it was something about always getting better individually and as a team, and I think that kind of fired us up for that game as well.
He was saying that as well as you guys are playing, he still sees that room for improvement. He still sees the ceiling is that you still got a ways to go for that. Is that, I guess, encouraging? Does that light a fire on you guys to just keep reaching for that ceiling?
It's definitely encouraging. I mean, we started off well, but we have a lot to grow on, defensively especially, and then offensively. We're still so young and getting to know each other and getting to know the way that he wants us to play and the level that he wants us to play at. So there's definitely a lot of room to grow and improve, but I think we're starting off well, and I think we're taking steps in the right direction.
Beat the preseason conference favorite. Do you feel like you guys are going to be kind of the hunted from here on out? I mean, are you going to have to kind of defend? Yeah, I mean, you're not the plucky upstarts like you were last postseason, right?
I definitely think we have a target on our back. I think everyone's coming out to get us, and I think they all think they can. I mean, they see holes in our defense and in our offense, and I think they see that we're still young and still improving, so I think they are coming out to get us, but which is definitely different than last year. Last year we were under the radar and were able to kind of sneak by some teams, but this year teams are coming to get us, and I think that's making us better. We have to be on our A game night in and night out, or we're going to get upset. So I think the pressure of us being 8th in the country and having to maintain this standard of excellence, so to say, is definitely helping us.
You had to do that in your high school and club career as well. Does that help, or is this just such a different level? Can you rely on that experience of the previous success you had?
No, yeah, definitely. I know in high school and in club, we had won a national championship in club, so we couldn't take a night off and just, take a team for granted, overlook a team, decide we were going to take an off night, and that definitely shows here. We can't take an off night because, especially in the Pac-12, any team, whether they're, the last at the pack or in the middle, they're going to come out and beat you. So we have to be on our A game at all times. And I think that's helping us. We have to come out and play at 100% and play our best game, and I think that'll help us continue to get better.
What do you like about Eugene, and why did you end up becoming a Duck?
What do I like about Eugene? What I like about Eugene is not the rain. I don't like the rain. But I like the atmosphere here. You know, you walk around campus and people will tell you great game. You'll go to the bookstore and someone will have known, you know, your stats and what your team did the weekend. And I like that everyone's so into sports here because I know I'm very into sports, and so I'll see athletes around, and it'll be cool to see, you know, they had played the night before and see what they did. And I think that's what I like about here. Just the atmosphere around sports and athletics is something really cool.
Your play has stolen the headlines, not by your choice, but it just has. But Coach said Maite's play the last down there was the reason you guys won those 2 games. Do you see that?
For sure, and I told her too. I think her and Ruthie took this team on their backs that last game. You know, they were denying me and pressuring me in the corner, and they came out and, you know, they led the team to victory. They took the team on their back. I mean, Maite played point guard that whole game, you know, up and down the floor. She ran the pick and roll beautifully. She fed the ball to us when we needed it. And then Ruthie was just a beast down low. She powered through their big Monique Billings, who's a great one of the best post players in the country, and she didn't back down. And I think last year we kind of backed down to them and were a little scared of their pressure. But this year I think we took it to them, and everyone contributed in every way. So it's definitely, that game was on them. That was not me at all. That was all them.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sabrina.